Houston robber around and finds out. Okay, so this guy in pink attempted to rob a lady. She calls for her husband who's inside a convenience store, and he comes out and she's explaining everything to him. Look what this guy is doing. The robber still doesn't even want to settle down. Look at him. Look at him. Uh-oh. Wife pulls out a pistol. She might be pregnant, but she's back. The people in the green charger are also people of interest in this entire situation, robbery gone bad. They're looking for them to talk to them. The cabe.
Hey YouTube family, Mr. Black Mama 305 here to do another reaction video again. Everything firearms related and some. If you haven't subscribed, guys, go ahead, subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it if you hit that notification bell so when I drop content like these, you guys are the first to get it. Alright guys, let's get into the video. Now, there are a couple of takeaways to get from this video again. Awareness, you got to be aware. Alright? Preparedness, gotta be prepared. Self-defense, gotta defend yourself. All of these, all right, are in this video. All right, now obviously you hear the person talking, and this person, apparently the story is the lady's husband, she's pregnant, and we have to establish that fact. She's pregnant. Her husband works at a convenience store. She actually went there to bring him some lunch, and you know, upon arriving there, I think she called him from the car or something like that. He came outside to interact with him. Most of these little convenience stores, there's nowhere where to really, you know, engage each other. It's not like, you know, it's some kind of business where you have a little, you know, room where you can go. Most of these over-the-counter places, if somebody comes to visit you, you pretty much go outside, talk to them, and then you just go back inside and go to work. He probably took a break, went outside to speak with his wife or his baby mama, and upon seeing that, I don't know if, you know, the guy with the firearm had some kind of problem with them on the inside, but, you know, the video picks up where, you know, obviously the guy with the firearm is standing on the driver's side of his car, you know, and then he's looking over, having some kind of engagement with both the gentleman and his baby mama. And so, number one, you have to be aware. A lot of times, a lot of certain situations occur. You never know if it's going to occur. All right? It just happens. Again, in my previous video, I said that you can't just walk around all wired like you're in the military or, you know, you're in Afghanistan. But at the same time, you should just have that little bit of sense of, okay, something could happen. And that's why a lot of people carry firearms. Not that they expect something to happen all the time, but for the chance that it does happen, they're prepared. So obviously his wife is prepared, and so is he. All right, so I guess they're having some kind of dialogue back and forth. He pretty much, you guys can see that he's brandishing the firearm. Number one, he's breaking the law. Any state you're in, you can't brandish. Obviously that's what he was trying to do. He's trying to use the intimidation factor of having a gun, waving it around, thinking that he's going to intimidate them. All right, not everybody you're going to intimidate. Some of us, you know, when you come out with a knife or you're being a bully or you wave a gun around, we're not really intimidated. You know what I mean? People like myself, you know, some of us, when people act like that, it doesn't intimidate us. It just aggravates us. You know, it just makes us more focused. I'm the type of guy, when I'm in a certain situation and something is happening, a lot of people will, you know, get lightheaded, whatever the case may be. I get more focused, you know, and a lot of people are like that. You know, in stressful situations, they don't react, they act, you know, and that is kind of what, you know, what I want to extend in the video. These people didn't just turn their back and, you know, cower and show them some kind of body language like, hey, you've won. The lady played it cool. What she did was she pretty much saw that guy had a gun, so she started preparing. If you see it, she puts her hand in her bag, and obviously we know she wasn't taking out her lunch. She was preparing to take out that firearm. She didn't show it to him, because if you show a firearm when somebody else has a firearm, you more than escalated. Now it's go time. But if they don't know that you have that firearm and you playing coy, and they come towards you, then take away their attention from you. Now you have the opportunity to defend yourself, and that's exactly what my girl did. You know, he's coming around the car, he has a firearm in his hand, she didn't panic, all right? You know, then soon as he raises up, slapped the boyfriend slash husband, she took out that firearm, bam, 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 bam. Another caveat of the information I want to give to you guys is carrying with one in the chamber. That one in the chamber, guys, is crucial. You know what I mean? People don't want, if you get in a certain situation where you might have to use your firearm, you don't want to have to be fumbling around. All right? You want to be able to just go to work ASAP. That it probably only take half a second for that guy to turn his head and for you to make a move. So one in the chamber, you didn't see it, but obviously, you know, she didn't rack it. She had one in the chamber ready to go to defend her family. And when we say defend her family, she was defending her unborn child, her husband, and herself, right? So sometimes you have to play passive to be aggressive, all right? And that's exactly what she did. She didn't show any signs that, hey, I have a gun too. She just let him come around, making him think that she wasn't a threat, and then she went to work on him. So that's some lessons you guys can learn in those situations, guys. And firearm, guys, the Second Amendment is not just for people who want to carry a firearm. It's for everybody who's able to carry a firearm. Use it to your advantage. Not everybody's here, you know, to have guns and wave them around and commit crimes. A lot of us, we need that to defend ourselves, our family, and our liberty. And that's what this lady and her husband did today. You saw that man, he got the brunt of the 2A community. On behalf of all of us, he took one from all of us, you know? Pretty much, he got shot in his ass. And pretty much his friend, and another bit of information I want to give you guys real quick before I end this video is that a lot of times when you get in these situations where you feel like there's someone approaching and creating that danger, sometimes there's not always that one person. Sometimes there's people on the sideline. It could be people behind you. So you have to be well aware. Somebody might be attacking you from the front, but they have cohorts behind you. So you might think you put down that guy and you might get put down yourself. So you always, even in that situation, when you put down that attacker, you always have to be aware of everything else following that. Be aware, hey, what's going on? Who's behind me? You know? So not that many people are gonna, there's only a very small percentage of people who are ever gonna get caught in that situation, but just in case you do, remember that caveat, okay? You might not be, you know, just one-on-one with that person. There might be people there that's supporting them. You saw that car was sitting there. So if something had gone down in a certain type of way, that vehicle, whoever was in that vehicle, they probably would have just gotten out and supported that guy. But they saw that he was getting cornered up and they put their foot in there and they took off, all right? And that's what, you know, having a concealed firearm can do. It can be a multiplier, you know what I mean? It can be the denominator in that issue. They come in, think that they're the bad guys, and you end up turning the tide on them, saving your lives and possibly the lives of other people around you. Mr. Black Mamba 305 signing out. If you like this content, please go ahead and watch it, like, subscribe, and share. And I appreciate you guys.